Welcome to the Cartel 2.0. I have updated my best circle base and made it so much better, removing 2 externals and only needing 3 now instead of 6 of them. The compound being even better than it was before, open core still being amazing, and overall just made it so much better. I hope you enjoyed this build. Now let's just get right into the door. Okay, welcome to the Cartel 2.0 upgraded version, only needing 3 externals instead of 6 as the last one. We'll start by heading in through one of our 3 gatehouses leading into our actual compound. Once we get into our actual gatehouse, you can see that we have some nice Patrico peaks leading into our compound, giving us all the angles that we might ever need. A furnace wall on all 6 sides, making sure raiders can't get in here easily, as well as 3 bedrooms on the opposite side of our gatehouses. 6 turrets holding in our compound with chain links. It's up to you if you want to use 6 turrets or if you only want to use 3 of them. Head in through this single door and up the ladder hatch to get to our 2nd floor of our base with some windows into our open core, electric furnaces or whatever you want, and boxes above the actual single doors. Heading in, we got some good early game peaks to control our compound, as well as obviously our perfect starter units, as you can find down here. Workbenches, furnaces, electric furnaces, boxes, beds, and everything else that you might need, and obviously design it to your own liking. Heading up the actual jump up to the next floor will be where we meet our beautiful open core. Same as the old base design with bedrooms, boxes, furnaces, and everything else that we might need to control the domain of our wipe. Head up through one more floor where we got this nice little airlock right here that'll take us into our actual bedroom area, giving us turrets, beds, and lockers, and everything else we might need, as well as a nice little garage door entrance to our actual roof, but we're not ready for that just yet. Let's head into our shooting floor next, which was obviously guarded by double doors as per usual. Peaks leading down here, out right here, as well as some weird looking roof peaks right here. Go to the other side though, and we have some real roof peaks right here. Being able to control our roof will always be a great idea in case we do get raided. Going up this jump up right here, we'll be entering the actual roof. Basically the same design as last time with a minor bit of changes. It's 3 windmills and 3 same sites, and if we jump up this single door right here, we will reach a vending machine to sell all of our goodies as well as a battery. In my opinion, roof batteries barely ever get raided, therefore I like having them on the roof. I've never lost one on my roof, even with 1,000 rockets sent at me on Vital in these type of bases. Trust me, these bases are stress tested and I hope they work for you as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now let's get into the building. So once we're ready to start building, I'm going to build this starter footprint so it's easier to understand what we're going to build. So first thing we're going to do is just simply add on a bunch of triangles and then squares all the way around it, and then triangles in between all of them. Next thing we're going to do is to choose 1 square and 1 square here and this triangle, and we're going to seal that in. So we'll start with just a triangle and 1 square, just like so. This is going to be our simple little starter. Start by putting our double door right here, and then add a frame inside of here, put down your TC, and then break the square. Then we're going to put a window on it. And then with this door being gone, we can then seal in the loot room next to it, like mentioned, and put a frame right here as well. And then we'll put a door there too. Put a double door here, and a double door here, and then seal in all of this, and put a ceiling on that too. 2 walls here, and then 2 more loot rooms inside of here. And then we can put a ceiling on all of it and put 2 double doors right here. With that being done, we are looking pretty good, but we would obviously like a stronger entrance. So to do that very easily, we're going to put a wall here and 2 double doors right here. And then a ceiling, and then 2 more double doors like so, giving us a nice little airlock. It's not a lot, but it'll be more than anything. And with our core being all finished, we have all the loot rooms that we need in our starter. We'll upgrade this to metal as well as our ceiling right here. And then we are going to have to upgrade our TC wall now before it is honeycombed in, which is this wall here, obviously. So upgrade all of this to metal as well. Once that's all good, we're going to add honeycomb. So we'll start by adding a square right here, a square here, a triangle, and a square, giving us this footprint right here. And in front of where we added the airlock will also be a triangle, making it a triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square. all the way around the base. Every other one will be a triangle and the every other one will be a square, just like so. With that being said, we'll honeycomb the loot room right here, and this loot room right here, and our TC wall right here, making us fully honeycombed around our base. All we gotta do now is make our entrance a little better. So I'm gonna remove these 2 doors just to make it easier to see what we're building. We'll then add down 3 half walls right here and 3 windows. Same on the other side, just like so. And as you can see, I'm doing symmetry on both sides, so it is identical. Put a ceiling here and a frame right here, as well as embracers facing out. Then we'll put a roof tile right here and a roof tile right here. I would recommend upgrading this to a building grade that doesn't have this slab sticking out. As you can see here, this one does, this one doesn't. So either sheet metal with shipping container or brutalist brick or adobe will do the job just fine. We'll then add half walls on the ceiling and a floor, and another half wall on the ceiling and a floor. And then inside of these ones, we will be adding another loot room. So this triangle here is just to be able to place boxes easy. And then we'll just simply add a single door right here, and then jump up inside and place down 2 large boxes inside. Just like so. And then repeat the process on this side right here. And then you obviously have to copy it on the other side as well. And then we'll put our single door on facing in just like so. And I did forget to put embracers on this side, so make sure we do that too. Now, these peaks can definitely be used against you early game wipe, so I would recommend early game as well to add windows on it as well, just to make sure raiders can't look into your base and shoot at you from these peaks if they for any reason get all the way up here, and they can obviously just hold you from your base. So adding down these windows will save you a lot of trouble. But with that being said, our core is decently sealed, and we should now upgrade these ceilings to metal as well. And then we'll add a wall right here, a single door here, and a frame right here. And then a single door facing out right here. And until further ado, we're just going to use a furnace as a jump up. So put our furnace right here, and then 2 more walls right here. Jump up to the next floor right here. But for now, we're going to seal it off with a wood floor. And then we'll just put down a double door here facing in. All we gotta do now is put a wall here, and a wall here, and a window here, and then a ceiling on top of that as well. Upgrade that to metal if we have the resources. Put a window on facing out and an embracer like so, giving us a proper entrance to our base and making us safe to access it to our own liking. So when we enter it here, we are completely safe to go through our core without it being any issues whatsoever. Once we're back downstairs, we're going to remove this double door for now, and we're going to add down 12 furnaces. So there's going to be 6 furnaces on either side, so we can cook up all the resources we might need. All we need now is our workbenches right here. So just put a workbench on one side and a repair bench or anything else you'd like on the other side. And then we'll start by putting down 2 sleeping bags in front of the workbench, and then just spam down sleeping bags everywhere we see fit inside of our actual core, depending obviously on how many people that's in your team. And then just because the sake of it and for lighting in the base, put a campfire in the center where we can cook up some food and other things that we might need. And all we need to do now is put a garage door here, and one more right here, giving us a beautiful little starter core and all the room we might need to evolve into our wipe. At this side, I'm going to put symmetry on 3 sides instead of on 2 sides, meaning we're going to get our external TCs down. Jump down in between any of the triangles that you see fit. It doesn't matter. It's going to be symmetrical on this side, and this side, as it is 3-sided symmetry. All we need to do is jump down into one of the triangle and squares. Then we're going to add a triangle here and build out 3 squares just like so. We'll then break down these triangles and build triangles back like so. We'll then upgrade these to metal, and then build out 2 more squares. And as you can see, it is now symmetrical on 3 sides of the base. So just make sure that you build it out here, and then skip 1 triangle and build it out there, skip 1 triangle and build it out there, making it 3-sided symmetrical. And then at the end of this square, we're going to add 1 more triangle, and then a triangle, and then 3 more squares, and then 2 more triangles around the entire base, just like so. Go to the last 2 triangles and upgrade this one to metal, this one to metal, and the last one can be upgraded to stone. We'll then add 2 half walls here, a full wall, and upgrade all of this to metal. and put our TC inside. And with our TC inside, all we need to do is put a wall right here and a ceiling right here. With that being said, we can put a window on our actual main TC for the externals, put an armored window on it whenever we can, and then put a battery inside of the next triangle and put an armored window on it when we can. And then we'll cap off this last one with just stone and a nice little garage door, just like so, giving us batteries and external TCs for later in the future. All we need now is to connect it back to our main base. So for the easiest and cheapest connection possible to save our resources early game, all we need is a single door frame like so. And it is now fully connected to our main base, and we can leave it as this for now, just to make sure we can get more resources to continue on building. But I will add on this window and the actual airlock just so it looks a little more completed. Add windows and embracers facing out right here, and obviously 2 single doors facing in like so. With that being said, we'll go to the opposite triangles on the base on the 3 last triangles, and we're going to build out this. So all we're going to do is build a finished triangle circle all the way around it, around the whole base, like you can see, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And then we'll build out 2 more squares just like so, and 1 triangle here. And inside of this triangle will later in life be a locker, so I'll just stick down the locker right away and put a window on it like so. There we have it. But with that being said, we should probably start sealing in our compound, so let's just get to that right away. We'll do stone here, as we only like to do metal on the main connection to our base to make the upkeep and extended build priv actual strong. So these Patrico peaks and bedrooms can be stone, but the main center should always be metal. Same with this side. Obviously the TC and battery is important, therefore metal, and then the connection, and then everything that builds the actual build priv to our base. So keep those metal, but the center pieces and triangles can be stone. We'll add on 2 more triangles here and add a full wall here, and windows facing in. Same as always, centerpiece is metal, and then embracers here, and obviously windows so we can't get shot when we spawn. Put a double door on it like so, and then whenever you have the resources, make sure that you put down your beds and boxes for rekits so we can actually defend our base. There we have it. We already have 6 respawns inside of our compound. We'll add down these Patrico peaks right now, just like so, and then we'll copy it exactly like that on the actual gatehouses. So put walls right here, windows facing in, make the connection metal, and then put down our boxes inside of here, as well as our double door and our windows and our embracers, just like so, and then build up our Patrico peaks. And there you go. We now have 12 respawn points inside of our base, and we are very looking safe as of current. All we need to do now is build some turret pods on top of the gatehouses, centerpiece being metal per usual, and upgrade everything else to stone. And then we'll add and then we'll add a door frame right here and a door frame right here. And if we have the opportunity to, we can do the same on the other actual bedrooms, giving us a total of 6 compound turrets if we choose to place them. But just for the sake of actual EC access, we'll start with just adding 3 of them on the actual gatehouses, as that's where the batteries will be. But if you end up with a lot of turrets in our wipe, then we can obviously add on 3 more, giving us a total of 6 turrets in our compound. And then we'll just put down our chain link fences right away. Here we have it. Our compound is basically finished with all the deployables we need. We just need to actually seal it in. So we'll go over in between them all, and we'll start by adding down our walls, which we're going to go with a little triangle right here. So like I always say, practice this on a build server before doing it on a real server, just so you know how to do it easily, so you don't waste too much wood. That's one side done, and let's just simply finish it all off. And there you go. Our compound is hereby full sealed, and we're good to go. All we need to do now is obviously place down our barricades on top of our... Start by adding down these 2 twigs, and then just place down 2 barricades like so. And repeat the process over here. And our compound is now fully sealed, and we are safe as ever. All we need to do is place down some large furnaces inside of our compound. It's easy to stand on top of this wall right here, and then just obviously make it as tall as you possibly can, and then simply place it. And where you can't do it, just try to repeat the same process. Try to make it so people can't walk through it like so, and then obviously just place the large furnace. They can walk through here, but it's still a very tight gap. So that just simply comes down to placing it slightly better. With that being said, let's get our windmills down so we can actually power up our compound turrets. So we'll go over to the gatehouses and we'll build 5 frames up. That's 2, that's 3, 4, and 5. And once we're at the 5th height, we'll put down our windmill on top. And now that our windmill has been wired, we'll drag the wire from here into the battery that's inside of here. And then we'll put branches inside of here and wire up the turrets in our compound right here, here, and here. And then repeat the process with all your batteries. And once we got that, our base clearly needs to be expanded. So let's just simply get down to it. We'll jump into the open core and we'll put symmetry on 2 sides here. So we'll upgrade this wall right here and we'll flip it. And then upgrade this wall right here and flip that too. And last but not least, this window, flipping it into the open core. And with that being all flipped, we can put 2 walls right here and 1 right here. And then a ceiling inside of here. And then honeycomb in this. And then obviously we'd like to upgrade these to armored, as they are the ones that'll face out. And with that being done, we might as well honeycomb it in before we actually start building inside. So we'll just add down the squares and triangles for honeycomb here. And then just simply add honeycomb. There we have it. Our open core is hereby honeycombed, and let's get it all situated. First thing we're going to do is add on these 2 half walls and these 2 half walls and this half wall as well. The center one right here that leads to the window needs to be an actual floor, simply for raid costs. And inside of the rest of these, we can easily put 12 furnaces, giving us an easy possibility to cook up all the charcoal we need to make a lot of rockets. There you go. With that being said, we'll add on this ramp right here. Same with this. These 2 floors, a triangle in the wall, remove, and add 2 triangles. Triangle in the wall, 2 triangles, and then 2 door frames. And there we go. With that being said, we can add down these 3 double doors right here, these ceilings, and last but not least, 2 bedrooms in our open core, just like so. And there you have it. All we need to do is these 2 walls right here, a jump up to the next floor, as well as an actual double door up top. And then we'll put a double door facing out. With that being said, we can go down here, remove this double door, and soft side out this roof right here, and have access to our open core. I would also recommend probably putting a ceiling right here. And then we'll add on a frame inside of here, and put down our garage door up here, and down here, and on these 2 door frames as well. And then these door frames here. And our open core is basically finished. And with our bedrooms, boxes, lockers, workbenches, everything being placed, the only thing that we should probably do right now is add down 2 roof pieces right here and upgrade them to wood. So if people do land on our roof, they can't actually peek into our open core if we are silly enough to put loot in here early game. Now keep that in mind, do not put loot in your open core until we have turrets or at least the next floor sealed up. Don't make yourself a 2 rocket raid, I beg you, for your own sake. Upgrade all of these roofs to metal right here, and we'll start sealing in this next floor as well. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to use metal for this, as this floor is equally as important as our open core. We lose access to this floor right here, the raid is over. We'll start by upgrading these 2 walls to metal, and then these 2 walls right here can be left stone. Same with these ones. And then we'll add a turret pod inside of here. And later in life, we will upgrade all of this to metal though, so I'll just upgrade it to metal off rip just now. And then we'll add a single door facing out just like that. Upgrade the ceilings to metal. And once we're back in here, we're going to be adding 2 windows right here and a double door right here. Add down these 2 floors, and underneath here, we can have some drop boxes inside of the floor. And then we can put a ceiling on that as well. And once we got these ceilings down, we can add down a garage door right here with windows right here. And then just a bunch of door frames to add some stability for raid. And with that being done, we'll add on door frames here and here. And then we can simply put a ceiling on all of this, giving us some nice retakes to our roof in case they are up there as of early game, as well as making us secure this floor. First thing we're going to do is put down 4 turrets inside of this floor to look into our open core. Now, assuming that you are wiring these to your outside batteries, which would be a hard connection, but if you want open core turrets right away, you'll have to do that. So if you do that, we can then remove these. My rule is these wood pieces do not get removed until we have turrets looking down. So if we have turrets looking down, we might as well remove these pieces. And there you have it. That's all good. All we need to do now is specifically upgrade this jump up right here, as we don't want our jump ups to be compromised during a raid. So upgrading them to metal will help us a lot. And we'll upgrade all of the triangles all the way up as well. Obviously, this is something that you'll have to wait until you get a lot of metal, but we want it done eventually. So there you go. Our base is upgraded to metal. Now, do keep in mind that this obviously leads into a bedroom and this leads into your core. So once you have the resources, I would recommend upgrading these to metal as well. Just like any other base, stone is very easily broken and splash damage to get rid of your base. Metal, on the other hand, does handle a lot more durability. So upgrading all of this to metal as well, we should only be left with 2 squares on our entire base that is really unnecessary to upgrade. But obviously, like I said, splash damage does do wonders. But this obviously leads into a metal wall, metal wall, metal wall, and behind these metal walls is just simply more honeycomb on every single floor. So it's not really that deep if you forget to upgrade them. And with that being said, it is finally time for us to build up our shooting floors. I'm going to put symmetry back on 3 sides right here, and we're going to build it up right away. We'll start with the wide gap shooting floor right here. And we'll build frames all the way up to our shooting floor like so, and then repeat the process on the front side. Once our shooting floor is 3 stories tall, just like so, we'll just simply put a floor on it here and 2 floors right here. And then we'll build up this floor right here. So only on the front side this time, we'll add down 3 walls right here. And then we'll add down 3 half walls and then 3 last walls like so. And then 2 more floors right here. We'll then start over with the wide gaps again, and we'll add down a half wall and then 3 windows and a ceiling right here, just like so. And I prefer adding my embracers before the roof tiles, because once you add these roof tiles right here, it is very annoying to place these, as you'll have to like either somehow crawl outside like this, blah, 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 climb up your base. I would recommend crafting your embracers before building your wide gaps. And then put this roof tile down. As you can see, these peaks are really bad though, so same as in the downstairs area, upgrading it to Brutalist or any other build grade will give you your peaks back. And we now have this done. All we need to do is add down a wall right here, half wall here, window, and 2 single doors. And then obviously add down a nice little window and embracer in here, as well as 2 single doors. And we now have 3 of our corners finished, and we just gotta do the last one. To do that, we're simply gonna add 3 windows like so, and then add down our embracers inside of it. With our embracers being placed, we'll add on our roof tile just like so, and upgrade it like downstairs to Brutalist. All we need now are 2 door frames here, and 2 door frames here. And then we'll add down our good old door peaks right here, just like so, just to get as many angles as we possibly can. And once we got that down, it's time to put a ceiling on everything. And once we got a ceiling on that, all we need to do is now what we're going to do is go over here and put a ceiling on this and 2 low walls right here, giving us retakes to our roof just like so. And our base is already looking quite good. This wall will upgrade to metal, same with this one. And then once we're back inside of our shooting floor in front of our door peaks, we'll add down a door facing out and 2 beds inside of these areas. Now you might struggle placing this, but if we simply upgrade this to shipping container, that should solve our issues. And then I would like to have sheet metal instead, and then I'll just place it back like so. And as you can see, we got good angles leading out here and good peaks inside of our compound here. Keep in mind, if you remove this door, you will be able to peek wider down there, but I would prefer having more respawns instead. So that is to your own liking what you would like to do. And then we'll add down 2 double doors here leading in like so. And then repeat the process all the way around. And with that being said, we are back on our roof and we are ready to build it in. So we'll start over the low wall peaks right here, and we'll add down a half wall. And we'll add down a half wall as well as 2 windows and ramps on top. And then we'll put a ceiling on it just like so. Add down this half wall right here and 3 embracers leading out. We'll then put a ceiling on it like so, which is also covering up the peaks down under, making them tighter and harder for raiders to see you as well. But you will still have good visibility. It's just that for the raiders, it'll be very hard to notice where you are when they are peeking right here. On top of here, we'll have a single door facing out, 2 walls right here, a wall right here, and a single door and a single door, and obviously a ceiling. We'll put a vending machine right here, which is reachable by drone, so we can sell all of our loot on 3 sides of our base. And back inside of here, we upgrade our floors to metal, and then we'll put down more batteries inside of here, which will be our batteries for the other turrets in our base. In my opinion, roof batteries are the best batteries in the game. I have very rarely lost my batteries on roof, but if you put them in the center of your base, like a lot of people do, there's a high chance you're getting raided. Because if you're getting raided right here, most raiders are going to path you straight into your core, like so, or into your first floor, which would basically be where to put our batteries. But people wouldn't usually raid your roof specifically, and if they do raid your roof, they're gonna raid straight down. So I would put them in here if I were you, but it's obviously up to you where you choose to put your batteries. And once we got that all finished, we're going to add a half wall here, and a window, and 2 walls as well. And then put an embracer facing out, and a roof tile right here. Upgrade this to Brutalist. Half wall, window, 2 walls, and a window, and then Brutalist. On top of here, we will seal it off with roofs facing in like so. This will be another turret pod right here for our roof on 3 sides. And then we'll build a frame up here and a frame up here. And then put some floors on top of it. 3 of these sides will be windmills. And the 3 other sides will be for SAM sites, making our base very secure.